So this is my Breitling old Breitling. It's called, the actual name of it is the Old Navitimer. I don't know why they called it that, but I may have sold this watch, and it's kind of a weird feeling because when I took the watch out last night out of the safe, and I realized that this was actually my first ever mechanical watch, and that gave me a little bit of pause. I'm thinking, ooh, do I really want to sell this watch? Because it was my first mechanical watch. Now, the reason I'm selling it is because I haven't worn it. And I think it's just such a shame to have a watch like this and not actually wear it. The reason I haven't been wearing it is mainly because, one, I think I'm just an idiot for not wearing it. When I first got it, I was going through a lot of watches at the time. Throughout my Breitling history, I've owned a lot of Navitimers. I think probably close to coming up, maybe even more than 10. Definitely round about that figure. Now, currently I own 4 Navitimers, including this one. So I have the Breitling 50th anniversary Navitimer, which is a really nice watch. I like this watch because it's different. And then I have the 806, original 806. So this is dating back to the 50s. So what, 70 years old? Really like this watch, but unfortunately, because it is a vintage watch, I've got to be very careful with it. It's a lot more fragile than modern watches. It can't take, I think, a everyday beating. I could wear it, but I mean, I'm more than likely to damage it. I wouldn't even take this into a rainstorm, to be honest, because 70-year-old watch, yeah, I just wouldn't trust it to be not to be damaged. I've had other 806s and they got damaged quite easily, so I'm taking a lot more care with this one. And then I have the re-edition 806. Now this has been my daily watch for the past almost 5 years since I bought it. Really like this watch. It is basically an identical copy of the original that I've just shown you, and this one I can wear all the time because it's a modern watch made to look vintage, so I don't have to worry too much about it. It's got a modern movement in there, and yeah, really nice watch. Love wearing this watch. Great watch. So I've been wearing this one a lot more, and this one, when I first got it, because I was wearing other Breitling Navitimers, so I bought, my first one was this one, my first ever Breitling was this B1. This was my daily watch, which I wore for 6-7 years all the time. So the Navitimer didn't get any use really. I bought them about 6 months apart from each other. So this was one that was taking all of my wrist time, and I used it as a great travel watch because it had all the functions I wanted. I wasn't used to mechanical watches at that time, so I didn't really wear it. And then it was a case of, throughout the years, I didn't want to put any scratches on it because it was in such good condition. I mean, if you look at it, it is in absolutely perfect condition. There's no dents, there's no scratches, there's nothing on the AR coating. I mean, I do, even my daily watch, like the B1, let's go back to the B1. I have done a full review of this watch. I'll put a link to that. You can follow it if you want to. But even my B1 is in pretty good condition, considering this is, what, I can't remember when I bought this, nearly 20 years ago. And it's in pretty good condition. The only damage there is just on the buckles here, but you can't really see, there's not even that much. There are a few dents and scratches. So I do tend to take care of my watches pretty well anyway. And when it came to this one, if you look at the buckle as well, there's no scratches or anything else. Now, it didn't come on this blue shark skin strap. Originally it came on a stainless steel bracelet, but I had I had a black Navitimer, exactly the same as this. That was a limited edition red arrows and there was only, I think, 50 in the world of those watches. And I had somebody who offered me double what I paid for it, so I couldn't really say no. But here's one of the conditions is could I swap out the strap for the bracelet? So I put the bracelet on there and sold it to him. I couldn't turn the offer down. It was just such a good price that he gave me, because it was a limited edition watch. Yeah, so I thought, okay, I'll sell it, and then put it on this on this blue strap. Now, normally I always buy watches on a bracelet anyway, but I'm not a big fan of bracelets. I always change them out to a strap. I find straps more comfortable. And also the good thing with straps is you can change it. It gives the strap, with a different strap, it gives the watch a completely different feel and look to it. So I always swap them out anyway. Bracelets I tend to take off and put in the box and then just leave it. So it wasn't a big deal for me anyway. So I've got it on the original Breitling deployment buckle as well. Now this is the older fashioned buckle, so that it has the Breitling logo there. Now I actually prefer this Breitling logo. Even on the dial, you can see it's got the old winged logo on there. I like that one a lot better than the new modern ones like they've got on this 806. Now this is an original logo, I get that, so that's why they've gone back to it. But the newer Navitimers as well, they've converted them into the new logo. I actually like this logo a lot better, but it's down to your preference. I think mainly for me, I like it more because I bought the Breitlings when they came with this logo, and I've kind of got used to this logo. So the watch, I've still got all of its box and everything. So you can see the box, it just says here, Old Navitimer. So this is the original box that it came with. And it comes with the Bakelite box. The new Breitlings, I believe they don't come with the Bakelite. I think they come more with a leather traveling pouch. I've got also the Breitling travel pouches as well. So these are great if you're want to keep your watch in the safe and stuff instead of keeping it in this. The watches is not. I normally keep the watch in this. Keeps it nice and secure. And also when you're traveling as well, they're great little things to have. So it comes with the Breitling original box. Now, the old boxes, they always used to break from here. Now this one is now more of an updated one. You can see the hinge, if it'll focus, goes all the way across to the back of the case. These are a lot more stronger. The older ones just have just a hinge here and a hinge here, and they always used to snap. So if you're ever going to buy a watch Breitling, make sure the box is not broken, and if you can get one with this one with the big hinge at the back, it's going to last you a lot longer than something with a double hinge. So the watch also comes with papers. So I've got the original manual with it as well. You can see it's not been used really. I read it when I first got it, like new, and then I've got the distributors, and then this is the instructions on how to use the slide rule. I did read this when I first got it. It tells you how to use the slide ruler. I would definitely, anyone who's buying the watch should definitely read this. It is quite interesting to learn how to use a slide rule. So you can practice with this as well instead of using your watch. You can practice here. They just give it in, and then I have the original chronometer certificate as well. So this has got the watch's reference number. So I'm not going to show that on camera for obvious reasons. And then that's the chronometer certificate is in reference to the watch at the back of here as well. So it all adds up to this watch. So the watch itself, now this runs the ETA 7750 movement. Now if you're not familiar with the ETA 7750, I actually like the 7751 because it's a good reliable workhorse. It's tried and tested, and also when it comes to servicing, it's a lot cheaper to service than it is on something like my newer Breitling. I don't know how much this is going to cost to service, because this has the B1 movement, I believe, B01 I think it's called, and it's an in-house Breitling movement. That's probably going to cost a lot. and it'll have to be done by Breitling. This one you can probably go to an independent watchmaker. They can get the parts for the 7750 movement because it's an ETA movement, so it's going to be a lot cheaper to service as well. Now, it has had a service about 2 years ago. I had it serviced because the Breitling manager from the dealer owed me a favor, and he said, anytime if you want anything done, like a service and stuff, let me know, and he'll do it for free. The other watches I didn't really care too much about because they were all okay. This one I thought, you know what, let me have a service. I've never had it serviced since I owned it, just to keep everything all oiled up and make sure it's running okay. So I had a service about 2 years ago, and it's running fine from when I got it. I will run it for the next few days just to make sure everything is running okay, because if I do sell it, I want to make sure the watch is running fine. I don't want to have any complaints afterwards from anyone who buys it. And the other thing with the 7750 movement is, if you're not used to it, it can take a little bit of getting used to. I remember when I first started wearing the 7750 movement, I think it was in my Omega Seamaster. I first was introduced to wearing it properly, because this one I didn't really wear that much. That one I wore a lot more. The rotor does spin quite freely, and it feels a bit unnerving at the beginning if you're not used to it. So you think, oh my god, that's running really, why is it vibrating like that? That's a normal thing for a 7750. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. It does make a little bit more noise from something compared to the ETA movement on this one. If you can, I don't know if you can hear that. If you compare that to this one, the 7750 tends to make a little bit more noise. This one is also an ETA movement. I can't remember what ETA movement is in there. I have done a review on this. I will put a link for this if you wanted to see the review on the 50th anniversary, and also the B1. I did a review on that as well. So if anybody wants to see a review on those two watches, I'll put a link in the description and also little tags there. I haven't done one for these two yet. I've been meaning to do one for ages. Just haven't had the time to do one, and I'll do like a comparison of the two, and also do a one-on-one as well when I get time to do them. I just haven't had the time to do any reviews. I haven't made that many watch videos for a long time, actually. Been too busy traveling. So hopefully it sells, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm in no absolute rush to sell it, because it's not something that I'm like, oh, I must sell this watch because I want to buy something, or I must sell this watch because I need the money. It's mainly, I think I want to sell it because I feel it's not getting the wrist time that it deserves. There's a little mark there. I think that's just there. It's gone. It's not getting the wrist time which I think it deserved, and I think somebody else will wear it. I will always have in the back of my mind, if I was to wear it, I don't want to damage it. I do baby my watches a lot. I do take care of my watches. I'm always very careful when I wear it, and I do see some people when the watch is all battered and it's all scratched up. I think if I was to wear it and I did get my first scratch and I get over that sort of the first scratch, then it's not going to be so much of a oh my god, I've scratched my watch. I mean, even my B1, this was my daily. That was one of the reasons I didn't wear this one so much, because I was wearing this all the time. It's a great travel watch. I was traveling a lot when I first wore this. When I first bought this watch, so this was my daily. And if you look at the fact that this was my daily, it's in pretty good condition compared to most people who daily their watch. Again, even on this, if you look at the crystal, there's no marks on the AR coating. So yeah, I look after my watches. I hate the fact people just beat their watches to hell. I'm like, if I'm spending thousands of pounds on a watch, I want to take care of it. I don't want to beat it to hell. Some watches I don't mind they do look quite nice on, like a Seiko. A lot of my Seikos and stuff I don't really care, because I'm thinking, all right, that's what it's designed to do. But I just wouldn't have the heart to do that to this watch. I will always take care of a watch like this, and even with my 806, I do take care of it. I make sure I'm not going to walk into a door or something, which I never understood how they walk into doors. But I've rambled on a bit. I hope it sells, but if it doesn't, it doesn't.